Hey, it's Jennifer from Happiness is Homemade 4, and welcome to my channel. Alright y'all, today we are going to make patriotic toppers for our adorable little marshmallow people that we made. These are so fun and cute to decorate with. So today, like I said, we're going to make little patriotic toppers. We're going to use the little hats from Dollar Tree. You get a 4-pack. You get 2 of the little red hats, and you get 2 of the little blue hats, and they're cute as is. Like right now you could prop these on your marshmallows and they're adorable, but we're gonna make them even cuter. So this right here, and then also we're gonna use some, so it's the little mini round bows. It's a 6 count from Dollar Tree. It's this right here. This is what you're looking for when you go to Dollar Tree, and this is with all like the fancy kind of plastic, you know, cups and bowls and serving stuff that they have at Dollar Tree. I'm gonna use double-sided tape. You can also use hot glue, but I have discovered double-sided tape works great, and I don't have to worry about burning myself. but you do need a little bit of hot glue. So this right here, and then from Dollar Tree, we're gonna use red, white, and blue yarn. Right here. You can get yarn anywhere. Mine is from Dollar Tree, like Walmart, Hobby Lobby, wherever you go, just some yarn. And then also, I've got this really pretty like yellow color from Dollar Tree. I've got this brown. It's got like a little orange tint to it, so I'm not sure if I'm using this. But I also have from Walmart, I've got a big thing of brown yarn. So whatever yarn, you can get orange, red, because you're going to see what we're going to do with this. But just to give you an idea of what we're going to use. Oh, and you're also going to need a fork. And you'll see why in just a few minutes. Oh, also, I have these little bitty, tiny rubber bands. See that? Can you even see that? It's just little bitty tiny black rubber bands. You can use any color, whatever you have. Mine is from Dollar Tree, but you get 500. So I got 500 of these little rubber bands that you can use for anything. So you're gonna need something like that too. Alright, so as always, I am gonna adjust the camera. That way you can see exactly what to do. So I'm really excited for these because I've never made patriotic toppers before. So this will be a first for both of us. So, okay. Oh, and let me say, there is no crocheting whatsoever in this project, okay? I do not know how to crochet. I wish I did. But what we're gonna do is gonna give you the look of crocheting without actually doing it. So, okay. All right, so first off, we are gonna start using the little clear little bow. And we're gonna take our red, white, and blue yarn. And what you're gonna do is, you are gonna cut 3 long strands of the red, 3 of the white, and 3 of the blue. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna cut mine about 5 feet long. That way I have plenty to work with and I don't have to worry about like gluing and adding more to it. So to give me my 5 feet, I'm just gonna take a ruler and I'm just going to start at the top of this ruler, just kind of hold it there, and I'm gonna wrap it around. All right. So I just have this one cut at 5 feet long. Now, just to take this one, and I'm just going to take my yarn, my next piece, and just kind of put them together. And just put them together, and then just measure it. Just measure it against this one that I already have cut. And I'll cut that one, and I'll just do one more. That way I have 3 strands of this white yarn. Okay. Now, all I'm going to do is this right here. Alright, so I'm now going to take the end of this yarn, I'm going to kind of loop it, I'm going to put a knot, just like that, and then just pull that tight and make that my little knot right there. Okay, so now you see I have these 3 strands right here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to braid this, and this is what's going to give us that crochet look. I like to take tape. Just basic tape right here. I'm gonna tape it. I'm gonna tape right here above the little knot we just did. I'm gonna put a little tape, and that's gonna hold that nice and That's gonna hold that right there in place for me. Now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna braid this. I'm gonna do a nice, you can either do a tight braid or kind of a loose braid. It does not matter, but I'm gonna braid it all the way down. Now, the most frustrating thing is once you kind of get into it, it starts to twist down here. All you have to do is just grab one little strand and just pull it. I'll show you in just a second what I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna start braiding this. Okay. I'm just gonna braid this all the way down, and you'll see, like right there, it's starting to kind of braid itself down here too, which you do not want. So you just grab one strand and just pull it out. And you just keep on braiding until you get to the end, and every once in a while just, you know, untwist it from down here. Alright, so once you get back to the end of your yarn, go ahead, once again, you're just going to kind of loop it around your fingers and just push it through to make a little knot at the end to hold all of your yarn, like your braid, right there together. Okay, so now I've got a little knot right there. This right here is completely braided, so I'm done with the white one. I'm going to do the exact same thing to the blue and to the red. I'm going to cut 3 of the red, 3 of the blue, both 5 feet long, and then I'm going to braid it so it looks exactly like this right here. Okay. Alright, so now I've got this blue one completely braided. Well, once again, I'm going to take my end, I'm going to loop it around my fingers, I'm going to push that through to make a little knot to hold my braid together. Okay, just like that. Alright, and I did the exact same thing to the red. Alright, now the next step. Alright, so now you're going to take one of your little clear bows, and I'm going to use double-sided tape, but you can also use hot glue for the whole thing, but you definitely would need hot glue for the top of it. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my double-sided tape started. I'm going to come up here to the top, and I'm just going to start, and I'm going to come straight down, and I'll just rip it off at the edge, just like that. Okay, and I'm just going to work my way. I'm going to go all the way around this little bow. Okay, so I'm going to go like right here at the top center, and just pull that straight down just like that, and then I'll rip that off, and I'm just going to kind of keep working my way around this little bow, and you can have gaps, you know, it doesn't have to be like right on top of each other. Okay. Just make sure you get it, you know, rubbed on there really good. And honestly, by doing this too, it goes so much faster once you actually get into like wrapping it. Alright, so I'm going to make sure that all of those are rubbed on to this little bow really good. Alright, so now that all that's on there, I'm now going to pull off that top layer, exposing the stickiness of that tape. Okay. Just slowly pull it, and you see that right there? That is now the sticky part of the tape that's so that everything can attach to it. Okay. And then try not to touch it too much because you don't want it to lose its stickiness. Alright, last one right here. Okay, so now see that it's completely wrapped with the sticky double-sided tape. I'm going to start with the red. So, see my little knot right there? Right above, like right on top of my little knot, I'm going to cut off that excess tail. Okay. So see, just like that. You see my little knot right there, but I don't have all those like the ends sticking out. Okay. So I'm going to take this right here, I'm going to lay the end of my little knot right there into my first little thing of the double-sided tape. Now I'm going to go around the bottom, and I'm going to start wrapping this red around our little bow, laying it right there and pushing it into the double-sided tape. Okay. Just make sure that you're going along the bottom So you see, I just ended where we started. Okay, now I'm just gonna kind of go up above that right there. Just kind of pull it up a little bit. Okay, so I just kind of went above. So right there, I just went up right above it. And now I'm just going to lay across, going right along the top of it. Once again, every time there's the tape, I'm gonna push it into that little double-sided tape. So I'm gonna do 3 layers of the red. Okay, so once I get right back over to here. Okay. All right, so right there, I've ended my red. I'm now gonna do the exact same thing with the white. All right, so I'm gonna cut right above our little knot that we just did. Okay. Now I'm going to, once again, I'm gonna stick it right into one of those, right into our little tape strip. Okay. Now I'm going to wrap the white all the way around. Okay. Just going right on top of that red. And I'm not really pulling tight. I'm just, you know, just going around it and just pushing it into that tape. Okay. All right, now we're going for layer row 2. All right. I'm gonna do, I think, 3 layers of the white also. So it'll be 3 white, or it'll be 3 red and 3 white. I'm gonna keep wrapping this until I get back to where I started. All right, which is right here. Okay, so you see I still have my red and white attached. I'm gonna move on to the blue. All right, once again, I'm gonna cut right above our little knot that we just did. Okay, so I got my little nubbin right there. Okay, so I'm gonna take that blue, right here where the white ended. I will now start pushing my blue all the way around. And you wanna make sure that you don't have any gaps. So just kind of adjust your yarn, just kind of push it down, make sure you don't have any big gaps. All right, now that we are at the top, you see the top right there, I'm now gonna use hot glue. That way I can wrap this around and make sure that's really gonna hold. So, hot glue gun. You are either gonna wanna use a finger protector from Dollar Tree or like a popsicle stick. Just something so you don't burn your fingers. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go kind of like around right up here on the top with my hot glue gun. Okay, I'm just gonna go around in a circle, right there, like in the center. Okay. And I'm gonna start winding my hot glue. I'm going to start winding the yarn into that hot glue on the top. Okay, I'm just going to go around and around, just filling in the top of our little hat. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to cut this off right here. And I'm going to tie a little knot at the end. Okay, so I'll cut off that tail. Right, and I'm just going to work this around. And I'm going to hot glue this whole little thing right here on the top of our little hat. Okay. Look. Just like that. See that? All right, and then this right here. We don't need all this anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off. I'm going to, once again, tie a knot at the end. Okay. I'm gonna do it with the white and with the red. I'm just gonna loop it around my finger and just tie a knot at the end. Okay, and then I'll cut the ends off. I don't need that little tail. Now, this is where I'm going to need hot glue again. I'm just going to do a little dab of hot glue, like right there. That way I can lay the end of our yarn into that hot glue. Okay. So I'm just going to very neatly Do a little thing of hot glue right here. And just kind of push that into that glue. Just like that. See? Okay. I'm gonna do the exact same thing up here with the white. Just right where I ended. Do a little thing of hot glue like right there. And just a little onto that blue right there. And now I'll lay that into that hot glue. Then just kind of push that end. Okay, and then look at that. Now this is my back side, but I mean look how neat and clean that is, you know? Okay, so you can be done with this, but we're not. We're gonna keep going and make this even cuter. So, okay. All right, so now this is where your fork is gonna come in. All right, I'm gonna get my 3 ends pretty much together, just like that. Okay, so I got the red, white, and blue. I'm now going to wrap it around my fork. All right, so actually I'm gonna kind of like bend that over my fork, just kind of like up right there, something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna hold that. Now, I am gonna wrap all 3 of these around my fork like 20 times. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18, 19, 20. All right, so that is now wrapped around my little fork 20 times. And maybe I don't need 20 times, but we're going with 20. Okay. I'm gonna take another piece of yarn. Okay, so I'm gonna take the fork, I'm gonna take the end of this yarn, and I'm gonna push it through right here, the center of the fork, like right there. I'm just gonna grab that, and then we'll pull that through, just like that. Okay, I'm also gonna go like right here, the center of the fork. See the little teeth right here? Just that center. Okay, so now I've got that running along right there. Okay. So I can do this. I'm gonna lay my fork down. I'm now gonna take this yarn and I'm going to tie it really tight around everything that is wrapped around that fork. Just as tight as I can get that. Okay. And I'm gonna knot it. Okay, holding all that really tight, knot that. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple little knots. Okay. Alright, you see all that is tied around there? Okay, so I'm gonna cut all of this excess off now. Okay, so I look like this wrapped around my fork. Now I'm gonna pull that off there. I'm gonna take some small scissors and I'm gonna go through that loop and I'm gonna start cutting where it's rounded, where it's been wrapped around. Okay, so I'm just gonna start cutting that yarn. Yeah, just cutting, just snipping at that yarn. Okay. Just going around it. All right, and just cut anywhere where you see the loop still. Just snip those. Okay, look at that. Now you can tell it's crazy. Like it's wonky, it's uneven. So now I'm just gonna kind of go around and trim it up a little bit so that it's all about the same all the way around it, like the same length. Just like some of my scragglers. Okay, oh my goodness, look at that adorable little pom-pom. All right, we're gonna make one more because we need 2 for a little hat. Or if you wanted, you could just go ahead and attach that to the top like that. But we're gonna do like little pigtails. So, all right, so I got that one right there. Same thing. I'm gonna wrap it around our fork 20 times. Like I said, I did mine 20. If you want to do 15 or whatever you want to do. But once again, I'm going to hold it against my fork right here. And I'm going to wrap it around 20 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 19, 20. Alright, so 20 times, once again, wrapped around our little fork here. I'm going to take another piece of that yarn. I'm just going to push it through the center little prong of the fork. Grab a hold of that one. Kind of wrap it. So I got that right there. I'm going to put it between the center prong of the fork, just like that. Okay. I'm going to lay it right down here. And once again, I'm going to tie a bunch of really tight knots right across that whole little bundle that we just wrapped around our fork. Alright, so I'm going to pull that off there. Okay. Now everywhere where it's looped, you're now going to cut that to make your little pom-pom. Just make sure you cut all of those little loops. Okay, so I'm going to turn it right here. Once again, I'm just going to start cutting these little loops right here. Alright, so now I don't need all of this long, these long pieces, so I'll cut that off. Cut that one. Okay, now once again, it's just to shape it up. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of give it a little haircut. Alright, now we're going to take our hot glue gun and we are going to hot glue our little pom-poms onto our hat. Alright, I'm going to put hot glue on my pom-pom, that way I can control where I put it. Okay, so I'm just going to put a bunch of hot glue right there. And I'm going to lay it right here onto the little kind of side of our little hat. Oh my gosh. Alright, same thing. I'm going to put hot glue onto my pom-pom. That way, once again, I can control where it goes. I'm going to stick it like right here onto the side. Oh! Oh my gosh! Look how cute that is! Y'all, this seriously looks like something you would buy off Etsy and pay at least $10 to $15 for. We just did this for like $5 because of the bow and the different colored yarns, but now you can make several because look at all this yarn I still have left over. I can make so many more, and I can make one with just one little pom-pom like on the top for like a little boy, you know, because I have a son and a daughter, so this could be like Presley, and then I could make one more with it on the top for like Riley. But look how adorable. Let's get our little marshmallow. Okay, our little marshmallow person we made, and we made this. So if you did not see the video where we made these, I will post it down in the description, and at the very end, we've made several adorable little hats for him, or for them. But look, all right, let's put this on. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, I love it. That turned out even better than I thought. All right, so now I'm gonna show you how I made this. Look how adorable right there. And now we are gonna do a little blonde together. I did a little brunette because we're a family full of brunettes. But, so this is a little brunette little girl. Look how adorable. Now, like I said, we're gonna take the yellow from Dollar Tree and do the same thing. Okay. So we got that. This time we're gonna do a blue hat though. Okay. You don't need the little bungee string on here anymore. So cut that off there. Okay. Now, for this right here, I am going to cut mine. Alright, little trick. I am gonna cut mine at 6 inches long, but I need 18 for each braid. So really I'm gonna need a total of what, 36? So this book right here, this little, my little notebook for my friend Kim, is 6 inches long. So I'm just gonna use this to give me an idea, and I'm just gonna wrap it around it so I don't have to keep measuring and cutting. So I'm just gonna put this up here, and I'm just gonna wrap it around this book 18 times. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, so that should be 18 loops. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this. Okay, and I'll cut it up here at the top also. Alright, so now this is where I need those little bitty rubber bands from Dollar Tree. Okay, so I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna wrap it around the top of this little bundle right here. I'm gonna wrap it around a few times to hold everything in place for me, just like a normal ponytail holder, just like you would wrap your hair. Okay, so I got it just like that. Now we, once again, are gonna braid this. All right, once again, I'm gonna take my tape. I'm gonna lay this down right here on my counter. I'm just gonna tape it down for me so I can pull really snug. Okay, so now I'm gonna divide this into 3 sections. All right, so now I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull it, and I'm gonna do some tight little braids going all the way down. I'm just gonna pull it nice and tight. I'm just going to keep on braiding. Okay, leave me kind of a tail right here. I'm going to take another rubber band. I'm going to go around the end of this. Once again, quite a few times so it's nice and snug. So it's good and tight. Alright, there is our first little braided pigtail. And then I will just kind of like trim up the ends, just get them all about the same length. See how it's really scraggly? Just kind of clean that up. Just get it all about the same length. Okay. Just like that. Now we're going to do one more. Alright, so once again, my notebook is 6 inches wide. So I'm just going to put this up here. I'm going to wrap it around 18 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so I'll cut that off. All right, and then I'm just going to pull it nice and tight and braid it all the way down. Okay, so once I get kind of down towards the end, I'll take another ponytail holder. Okay. And just nice and secure. Alright, so once again, you're just going to kind of clean up your ends. Get about the same length. Alright, now we have our 2 little braided pigtails. Alright, so now you're going to take your little hat and your little braid, and then you're going to hot glue it up inside your hat. So, kind of like look at the sides. And what you can do is take your little marshmallow person, kind of just sit it first, you know, kind of like sit it on there, get an idea of how you want your braids to fall. Okay, something like that. Or if you don't want to hot glue it, you could do something like this, you know, and not even worry about hot gluing. I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put hot glue right here onto the end of all these little strands. And I'm just gonna stick it up inside this hat, right there. And I'm just gonna hot glue it right there. Just like that. I'll take that popsicle stick. I'm just gonna push that into that hot glue. See? And be careful, because the outside of my little hat just kind of got a little hot to the touch. So, all right, I got that one right there. Now I'm gonna do the exact same thing over on the other side. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna put hot glue right here, right into the little strands of my braid. Okay. And I'm gonna try to hot glue it, basically kind of just like right on the other side. Try and do the same spot. And then I'll hold that and push that into that glue right there. Look at that right there. All right, let's get a little marshmallow person. Look how cute. Of course, we have to add the little bows to the end. Just that will complete it by adding some little ribbons to the end of our bows, or end of our braids. All right, I have this little red and white gingham ribbon. Mine is from Hobby Lobby. I get mine on sale for $1. So it's $1.99 regular, but every other week it goes 50% off. So next week, the week of, today's June 1st. Hey. So next week, June like 5th, 6th, whatever that is, ribbon will be 50% off next week. But, all right, I'm just gonna take these two together. Just kind of line them up together. I'm just put these right here together, line them up together, and I'm gonna tie them both at the same time around that little rubber band of her little braid. Okay. And I'm not even gonna do a bow. I'm just gonna tie it into some knots. Okay. So wrap that around there. Okay, so I'm gonna pull it nice and snug, really, really tight. I'm gonna do it one more time. One more little knot. Like I said, I'm trying to get it right on top of that little rubber band. Okay. All right, I'm gonna cut these both ends at an angle. All right, look at that right there. Look how cute. We're gonna do the same thing right here on the other side. I'm just gonna get my two ribbons together. I'm just gonna cut them just like that. And I'm gonna attach them at both at the exact same time. Wrap it around that little rubber band. And I'm just tying some knots. Just two really tight knots. I mean, look how cute she is with her little braided pigtails. I love it. You can use any ribbon that you want, or you don't have to use ribbon, but I just really thought I'd add a little something else to them. So this is like the little blonde. And then I also have like a little brunette. Look how cute. Okay, and then how cute would she be with some little brown freckles? These little pigtails and some little brown freckles I think would be adorable. But, oh my gosh. And we may do that in another video, like when we make some more like patriotic DIYs. We may do like another marshmallow with freckles. But, oh my gosh. I love them. These turned out so cute. And in another video, we're also gonna do like a book stack or something. But right now, I just have a little crate and just like sit them on there. Look how cute. They're little braids, just kind of lay on there perfectly. Let me do a little blonde so you can see it better. Yeah, look at her. Seriously, look, with her sitting on something, look at those little braided pigtails. I love it. That is too cute. Okay, and then this is one of my little ceramic marshmallows. I got mine on Amazon about, I think like 3 years ago. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. I bought mine from Amazon for like $20. So I will link them down below for you. But like Amazon, you gotta watch it because the prices kind of go up and down. So if they're expensive, kind of wait. but sometimes you can get these as low as $16. But I was gonna show you, these little hats also fit the ceramic ones. See, like that. That is so cute. And also, the little bows, the little clear bows that we used, they also work with the ceramic ones. Look at that, I love it. Okay, oh my gosh, these turned out so cute. I love these. It's the first Patriotic toppers that I've ever made, so I'm so happy that we just did them together. So hopefully you were able to see like everything that I was doing. Look at that. They're so cute. Look, so you got this one right here, and I'm gonna make another one. I'm gonna do the exact same technique here, but I'm just gonna put one pom-pom on the top, like for my son. But that one right there is too cute. And then I love these little hats with the little braided pigtails. I mean, they are just so like, they're just so perfect to me. Like I kind of like think country and stuff, and I think I'm gonna add some little like freckles to this one right here, but I love them. I think they are adorable. All right, once again, my battery's about to die. So if you like these, make sure that you give me a thumbs up. If you've not yet subscribed and you're interested in more of the crafting and shopping hauls and decorating we got going on, make sure that you click the little button for, make sure that you subscribe, click the little bell, hit all, that way you're notified for everything that we do around here. But, so Presley just graduated high school, y'all. She graduated cum laude, however you say it, cum laude, and she had 31 college credit hours. So she's going into college above and beyond. Riley graduated with honors from 8th grade. So to say that I'm a proud mama is like an understatement. I'm so just happy and blessed for them. And Riley, he'll tell you, if he was standing right here, because he's so proud of himself. He graduated with honors. It's the first time in middle school that he had honors. So proud of him and his hard work. But we're on summer break now. Both kids graduated, we're good. So a lot more of crafting and just all the fun stuff coming up because I'm now not running all over town. And the stress of graduations is done. So, but all right, and too, thank you for all the wonderful congratulations and that you're so happy and proud. Thank you so much. And they loved reading that. You know, just that little extra encouragement. Oh, you know, we all need it. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I love y'all. And I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all a few more times this week. So I will see y'all next time. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.